One of the features of your Litigit digital business cards is the QR code applications. It's directly related to your digital business card, but it is not something that is on your card. It's actually something that works outside of your card. To show you what I mean, go ahead and just log in into your user account, and just let me log in here for just a second. And once you log in, you will see QR code applications here. So when you click on that, it's going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4 different things. The bottom 2 are just suggestions. For example, it's a good thing to print your QR code for your digital business card on your regular business card. And so when people get your digital business card, they can scan it and then actually don't have to use that standard business card anymore. Also, it makes it a whole lot easier to save your information onto their phone because they can then at that point, once they open the digital business card, they can just sync it with your contacts. So that's a great use of the QR code. Also, if you do trade shows or any places where there's people that can pick up your regular business cards, you could also then just set up something that displays your QR code, and so when somebody scans that, they will then automatically open up your card on their phone. So these are just suggestions. Now, to get your personal unique QR code for your digital business card, when you click here to get your QR code, this will open up a page that has your personal QR code on it. So you'll see if you scan this, that will open up our sample card. But if you scan the one that's on your computer, when you log in, it will open up your card. So to save that, you just follow these instructions here, right click and then save it. So when I do a right click here, I can either save it to downloads or save the image as. So if I click save to downloads, it will download automatically right here. And so when I click on it, it will automatically open in Photoshop. But I don't want to go there. So this size of this picture though is it's a good big size. It's big enough to put on a business card or something like that. But if you want to put this on something bigger, where for example, where you need a QR code that's a foot or 2 or 3 feet in wide or high, then you want to get an EPS version of this QR code. And EPS just means that and you can just scale that up as big as you possibly as big as you want, and it will never pixelate. It will always stay sharp. To do that, you just click here and follow these instructions here. It looks like that's a lot of information, but it's really not. And I'll show you. I'll just walk you through it. First of all, download the regular version to your computer. So we already did that. It's sitting right here, and then click on this link right here. This is going to open up another website. And in here, it says free image converter. I'm going to select file, and I'm going to go find that file that I just downloaded. Downloads, there we go. And it's under chart. There we go. And then I click upload now. It's going to upload pretty fast because it's a very small file. And then I'm going to scroll down, and then here it says convert PGN to a new format. Click on that, and then you're going to choose EPS right here. That's all we're going to do, and then convert. Once you do that, it's going to have a converted file right here. You click download, and now I have just give me 1 second here, I have an EPS version of that file. I'm going to open up this file right here. We're going to go to Photoshop, because here's the PNG version. Now if I we are at 100% here. So if I go and open this up with Photoshop, now it's going to ask me how big do you want this to be. Actually, let's keep it in inches. And we do it in print color. And let's say we're going to make this 150 inches. That is huge. And of course, it's going to take a while because it has to calculate that rastering. So we're just going to let this run in the back here for a little bit. We'll come back to that in just a second. And so that is how you get an EPS version of your QR code. So let me close this back out. And so that's really the steps that you just follow through here to get that QR code in EPS format. Now we also have the top ones are flyers. Now we're going to go with the second one first. It's a downloadable flyer. When you click on that, you actually have two options. There's this one right here. It's a pre-printed flyer, and so when we open that up, it's going to be a zip file. So we're going to unzip that for a second, and then just going to show you here. This is an 8.5 by 11 flyer, and so you can open that up in Photoshop or anything like it, and then just replace this QR code with the one that you just downloaded that's yours. So the only thing about that is, of course, this picture of this card is somebody else. It's not going to be you. It's in perspective view, so we can't really replace any of this information here unless you're really good with Photoshop. Then you can do that. But that's a very easy way of getting your own flyer with your own QR code with a nice print up here. If we go back and download this flyer, then this flyer is just a little bit different, where first of all, the picture of the phone is head on, and so it's very easy to put in your picture here, and then put in your name and your business name, and then you can fill it out to whatever you want it to be. So you can totally customize this flyer for your own use. Now, the best one though, if we go back, is the printable flyer. Now when you click here to print your flyer, it actually builds that flyer right there in your browser. And as you can see, the card gets built automatically, and of course, you know, this is we got a picture off of Google from Brad Pitt. It's not Sandy Crooks, but this is a file that we use for demonstrations a lot, so we swap out pictures and all that. So it is actually your business card that is on this phone, and it is also your QR code that is on this phone, on this flyer as well. Now here's the really great thing: when you go print, let's see, print. This is going to print on 8.5 by 11 in full quality. So you can print this straight off, and these flyers are ready to go. These actually get printed in high resolution. So we find a way of, normally when you print from the internet or from a web browser, the pictures get really low quality and they get pixelated. That's just because of how the internet works. We were able to get the flyer in high resolution in 300 dpi, and so it prints really nice and clean on your printer. Make sure that the option of printing headers and footers is turned off, because you're going to see, if I turn it on, you're going to get some lines front, on top and bottom. See that? And that automatically pushes the flyer down a little bit, so you're going to you have two pieces of paper. So you always want to make sure you turn that off. That way the whole picture fits on one piece of paper. So that's really, really great though. And even if you change your picture later, or you change something for the setup of your card, you can always just come back here and print another flyer, and it will reflect however your card is built at that moment. So let me track back out of here. That is the QR code applications. So of course there's a whole lot more that you can do with the QR code. There's a lot of places that you can put it at. You can even put it on a TV or on a movie on YouTube. Anywhere where people are able to scan that QR code, you can use it to get your digital business card out.